A decade ago, this remote Andean region in northern Peru had no electricity. Families abandoned their villages to look for work in places where there was more chance of employment. But 10 years later, the small trading towns and villages are back in business. Restaurants and bars, dance halls and computer centres, health clinics and radio stations have regenerated isolated communities thanks to the power of water and the commitment of ITDG, now known as Practical Action, renowned the world over for using alternative technology as a mechanism for rural development.
When we didn't have electricity, everywhere was silent and monotonous.
Then,
when light came to our village, the children were able to do recreational activities. It changed our way of life. Now there's much more happiness.
The key to this happiness was to harness water from the fast-flowing mountain rivers, converting it into electricity via locally constructed micro-hydro systems built to Practical Action designs.
This is where the water is collected via an inlet 1,500 metres away. Here, the sand and fine stones are removed, and then the water passes through a pipeline to the powerhouse down below.
This turbine converts the potential energy of the water which flows downhill through the pipeline. This is then transformed into kinetic energy by the turbine, which the generator then converts into electricity.
The power runs round the clock 24 hours a day, and the operator can manually adjust the flow depending on demand. Working with the community, Practical Action has developed a small business approach to hydro management. Teams are trained involving a manager, administrator and operator. They set up a business to run and maintain the plant, collect tariffs and repay any capital loan, and report to a village committee. Melvin and Diofri run a micro-hydro enterprise in Tampurapa.
As operator, I'm in charge of supervising the electricity connections, water maintenance and new users' connections.
As the administrator, I keep the accounts, check the bills and am responsible for demanding payment.
The electricity tariff is set by each individual business team at a rate per kilowatt hour. Larger users pay a reduced rate as an incentive to start up businesses.
Radio América rompiendo en sintonía, es hora de la tarde.
Electricity is the most important thing to have happened here in Tampurapa. We have a computer centre where people can communicate with the rest of the world, and we also have this radio station. Without electricity, none of these things would be possible.
Around 50 micro-hydro systems have been installed in Peru's mountain regions, supervised by a project engineer using trained local labour. The success of the scheme and proven economic benefits are such that the Peruvian government now plans to double the number of micro-hydro schemes within 10 years.
When we installed the first micro-hydro system, which was designed to provide energy for 80 families, some families didn't believe that by using water and such a simple and versatile technology, they were able to receive energy in their homes.
Life-saving vaccines can now be kept cold. Mechanisation has relieved labour-intensive workloads. Small businesses are mushrooming. And access to the internet is facilitating study and global communication for students.
Thanks to this electricity, we are going to be more advanced in biology.
The modern world has finally arrived in our town.
Because of technology, our knowledge is greater.